YouTube? It's your girl Meosha Bean. I'm back with another reaction video for you guys. Today we are reacting to GeorgeCarlin on Airlines and flying. So I know you guys have been wanting me to check this out. I'm finally getting to it. We're gonna check it out and watch it. So let's watch it now. And thank you guys for bearing with me. I didn't get to it like right away, but we're doing it today. We're doing it. So let's check it out.
Something else we have in common, flying on the airlines and listening to the airlines announcements, and trying to pretend to ourselves that the language they're using is really English. Doesn't seem like it to me. Whole thing starts when you get to the gate. First announcement. We would like to begin the boarding process. Extra word, process. Not necessary. Boarding is enough. We'd like to begin the boarding. Simple, tells the story. People add extra words when they want things to sound more important than they really are.
Yeah, that's true.
Boarding process sounds important. It isn't. It's just a bunch of people getting on an airplane.
That's it.
People like to sound important. Weathermen on television talk about shower activity. Sounds more important than showers. I even heard one guy on CNN talk about a rain event. Swear to God. He said, Louisiana's expecting a rain event. I thought, holy shit, I hope I can get tickets to that. Emergency situation. News people like to say, police have responded to an emergency situation. No, they haven't. They've responded to an emergency. We know it's a situation.
Right.
Everything is a situation. Anyway, as part of this boarding process, they say, we would like to pre-board. Well, what exactly is that anyway?
Right.
What does it mean to pre-board? You get on before you get on?
I agree.
That's another complaint of mine. Too much use of this prefix pre. It's all over the language now. Pre this, pre that. Place the turkey in a preheated oven. It's ridiculous. There are only two states an oven can possibly exist in, heated or unheated. Preheated is a meaning term. It's like pre-recorded. This program was pre-recorded. Well, of course it was pre-recorded. When else are you going to record it? Afterwards? That's the whole purpose of recording, to do it beforehand. Otherwise, it doesn't really work, does it? Pre-existing, pre-planning, pre-screening. You know what I tell these people? Pre-suck my situation. And they seem to understand what I'm talking about. Anyway, as part of this pre-boarding, they say, we would like to pre-board those passengers traveling with small children. Well, what about those passengers traveling with large children? Suppose you have a 2-year-old with a pituitary disorder. You know, a 6-foot infant with an oversized head. Kind of kid you see in the National Enquirer all the time. Actually, with a kid like that, I think you're better off checking him right in with your luggage at the curb, don't you? Well, they like it under there. It's dark. They're used to that. About this time, someone is telling you to get on the plane. Get on the plane, get on the plane. I say, fuck you, I'm getting in the plane. In the plane.
Hilarious.
Let Evel Knievel get on the plane. I'll be in here with you folks in uniform. There seems to be less wind in here. They might tell you you're on a non-stop flight.
Right. Like, what else would it be?
I don't think I care for that. No, I insist that my flights stop. Preferably at an airport. It's those sudden, unscheduled cornfield and housing development stops that seem to interrupt the flow of my day. Here's one they just made up. Near miss. When two planes almost collide, they call it a near miss. It's a near hit. A collision is a near miss.
Right.
Look, they nearly missed.
Right. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Hilarious.
Yes, but not quite. They might tell you flight has been delayed because of a change of equipment. Broken plane. Tell me to put my seat back forward. Well, I don't bend that way. If I could put my seat back forward, I'd be in porno movies. Then they mentioned carry-on luggage. First time I heard carry-on, I thought they were going to bring a dead deer on board. I thought, what the hell do they mean with that? Don't they have the little TV dinners anymore? Then I thought, carry on, there's going to be a party. People are going to be carrying on the plane. Well, I don't care for that. I like a serious attitude on the plane, especially on the flight deck, which is the latest euphemism for cockpit. Can't imagine why they wouldn't want to use a lovely word like cockpit, can you? Especially with all those stewardesses going in and out of it all the time.
Right.
There's a word that's changed, stewardess. First it was hostess, then stewardess, now it's flight attendant. You know what I call them? The lady on the plane. Sometimes it's a man on the plane now. That's good, equality. I'm all in favor of that. Sometimes they actually refer to these people as uniformed crew members. Uniformed, as opposed to that guy sitting next to you in the Grateful Dead t-shirt and the fuck you hat. Who's working on his 9th little bottle of Kahlua, I might add. As soon as they close the door to the audience aircraft, that's when they begin the...
You know, I do understand the frustration when it comes to airlines and the airports. I mean, they're just, every airport is different, but it's just like, I just recently just came from, I was having a LAX to Atlanta flight. I'm sorry, from Atlanta to LAX flight, and it seemed to be okay, but then from LAX back to Atlanta, I had a problem with the same airline, the same people, and it was talking about, like, you know, putting your lug, like, if your carry-on doesn't fit this size, you can't carry it on. But prior to coming there, everything was fine. Then I had to pay $99 just to get my luggage to come with me on the plane, and it was just like, what is this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, when did all these charges and fees start happening at the airport? I want to ice with water. I asked the lady, the stewardess, when I was on the plane. I said, hey, how much is a water? And she said, oh, it's I think she like said $1.50. And I'm just thinking, you have to pay for water now? Like, I was like, can I have a cup of ice? She said, yeah, you can have free cup of ice, but no, like, what if you have like issues and problems on the plane? Somebody's parched or somebody's choking. You're not going to give them any water. You know what I mean? These thoughts just kind of come, and I'm just like, what is going on in our world now? Like, even salt or pepper packages, which cost 50 cents at some places, and you're just like, can't we just have, isn't that something, a condiment that comes with our food? Like, you know what I mean? I digress. Let's get back to it. But I completely understand his frustration with it, and just how he's breaking down how silly some of this stuff is. And I agree. I absolutely agree.
Safety lecture. I love the safety lecture. This is my favorite part of the airplane ride. I listen very carefully to the safety lecture, especially that part where they teach us how to use the seat belts. Imagine this. Here we are, a plane full of grown human beings, many of us partially educated, and they're actually taking time out to describe the intricate workings of a belt buckle. Place the small metal flap into the buckle. Well, I asked for clarification at that point.
Right.
Over here, please. Yes, thank you very much. Did I hear you correctly? Did you say place the small metal flap into the buckle, or place the buckle over and around the small metal flap? I'm a simple man. I do not possess an engineering degree, nor am I mechanically inclined. Sorry to have taken up so much of your time. Please continue with the wonderful safety lecture. Seatbelt. High-tech shit.
Right.
The safety lecture continues. The next thing they do, they tell you to locate your nearest emergency exit. I do this immediately. I locate my nearest emergency exit, and then I plan my route. You have to plan your route. It's not always a straight line, is it? Sometimes there's a really big fat fuck Well, you know you'll never get over him. I look around for women and children, midgets and dwarfs, cripples, war widows, paralyzed veterans, people with broken legs, anybody who looks like they can't move too well. The emotionally disturbed come in very handy at a time like this. You might have to go out of your way to find these people, but you'll get out of the plane a lot goddamn quicker, believe me. I say, let's see. I'll go around the fat fuck, step on the widow's head,
The widow's
push those
head.
children out of the way, knock down the paralyzed midget, and get out of the plane where I can help others.
Right. He's right. That's funny. That's pretty funny. Help others.
I
Okay.
should be of no help to anyone if I'm lying unconscious in the aisle with some big cocksucker standing on my head. I must get out of the plane, go to a nearby farmhouse, have a Dr. Pepper, and call the police.
Ha!
The safety lecture continues. In the unlikely event, this is a very suspect phrase, especially coming as it does from an industry that is willing to lie about arrival and departure times.
Right.
In the unlikely event of a sudden change in cabin pressure, roof flies off. An oxygen mask will drop down in front of you. Place the mask over your face and breathe normally. Well, I have no problem with that. I always breathe normally when I'm in a 600-mile-an-hour uncontrolled vertical dive. I also shit normally. Right in my pants! They tell you to adjust your oxygen mask before helping your child with his. I did not need to be told that.
Right.
In fact, I'm probably going to be too busy screaming to help him at all. This will be a good time for him to learn self-reliance. If he can program his fucking CR, he can goddamn jolly well learn to adjust an oxygen mask.
True.
Fairly simple thing, just a little rubber band in the back is all it is. Not nearly as complicated as, say, for instance, a seatbelt. The safety lecture continues. In the unlikely event of a water landing. Well, what exactly is a water landing? Am I mistaken, or does this sound somewhat similar to crashing into the ocean?
Right.
Your seat cushion can be used as a flotation device. Well, imagine that. My seat cushion. Just what I need to float around the North Atlantic for several days,
I know.
clinging to a pillow full of beer farts.
He's so funny. No, it's true because it's like, you know, it's just he makes you want to think. He makes you question and think about all other like just the most simplest things in life that we go through all the time, like as the airport, and just these rules that we're being told, and how things are set up, and how stupid they sound when you think about it. And he totally points that out in this video. That was really, really funny. I enjoyed that. Thank you guys for suggesting me to watch it. Thank you guys for watching with me. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for all new videos that I'm dropping on this channel. Check out all the old other videos that I've posted already, my recent ones, other reactions that I've done, different commentary that I have. Thank you guys for having this commentary with me on this channel. See you guys soon. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you all. See you guys soon. Bye.